to Deutsch L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Bowling Green Falcons. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Bowling Green head coach. This is obviously a huge matchup. With a 5-game winning streak on the line, they understand that they are facing one of the best teams in the country. A top 25 matchup. He's been warning his team all week at practice. Do not take them lightly. They want to be 1-0 after this week and keep the streak alive. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for room, it's Coleman. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. It doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Coleman. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's talk about Bowling Green. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that 2nd down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and they let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on third. Fires to the middle. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Right down the middle. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Side is Little. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And the Falcons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Right side, it's Clay. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
Unleashes to the end zone. Almost had that one picked off in the end zone.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
They're going to run just about their entire opening script on the first drive of the game. 12th play coming up on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Right, it's Miller. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, gonna throw it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Right side, it's Mason. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Ferguson. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They'll need a bunch on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Motion from the back. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Kentucky! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Weaver. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Drops back on first down. Left side, it's Weaver. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Weaver. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Second down to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You know, it's going to be so important for this offense to get better up front protecting and try to give this quarterback a pocket to throw from, because David right now in that last play, he had no chance.
Yeah, and step one in stopping a good passing attack is always being able to affect the quarterback. And it's not always with sacks, and sometimes it's with pressures. But when you get the sacks and now you get them behind the sticks and put them in more predictable situations, that is exactly what you want from your defense.
That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Falcons line up to punt it away. He'll try. The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Why are they doing this? It's 2nd down, but they're already set to punt. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? 2nd and long here. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to squeak through the pile. Still on his feet at the 40. Powers through. It's a seam wide open. Inside the... He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
Number 91, set to advance on the football.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Making the adjustment. Press center downs going to the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football, they call for it, just like he does here. He wants the football, but, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Another third down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of got to watch. Like, they shouldn't go for it on fourth down here in their own end, but this team has shown they are not scared. Fourth down is just another down. They will stay aggressive. I don't know if they read the analytics or not, but it usually says fourth down, and I'm going for it.
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his man. It's Rodriguez. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Rush right in his face. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Going back to the well, another deep ball. pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 20 team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Ferguson. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Baxter. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Second down, gonna throw it. Dangerous throw there, this knocked down and incomplete.
You're trying to go to the slant, it's a bang-bang play. Ball comes out quickly. Zone coverage, nice job by the defense, keeping their eye on the QB and knocking that one down.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their 1-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's complete. And he's still running after the move.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Wants to throw on first. With the catch, it's Clay. On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up. On the RPO, got it. And they swarm him under. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Making the adjustment on the play. Running inside, it's Coleman. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been...
Snags it, and there's running room. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They want to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Baxter. Oh, he's got some space. Hits him with a stiff arm. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
On the move. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Second down, gonna throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
13.
On the return, it's Weaver. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Wildcats. How about this defense taking one back to the house?